Hi, did you know that Python sets cannot have duplicates, or that you can use a single method to combine two sets instantly? If you're wondering how sets actually work, how they can simplify your coding life, stay tuned because we're about to break it all down. In our last video, we tackled list methods with some practical exercises, including sorting, removing duplicates, and more. If you missed it, make sure to check it out. The link is in the description right here. Today, we are diving into one of Python's most important data structures, sets. We will explore how to find the length of a set using length function. We will see why sets do not allow duplicates, and we will cover the most powerful set methods. For example, add, which is adding elements, clear, removing all elements, pop, removing random elements from a set data structure, remove method, which is deleting specific elements from a set, and update, combining multiple sets. Make sure to watch till the end because I'll be giving you some practice questions to test your knowledge. Plus, you don't want to miss the tips and tricks that will help you code faster. So, grab your laptop and let's get started. All right, where is it? And okay, the very first thing, like I said, we will start with the length uh, function. We have covered this several times. Okay, let's say I have a my set is equal to, first of all, the brackets are curly. Okay, let's say I have numbers over here. Uh, there you go. This is my set that I have just created. Let's find out the length of it. Da, da, da. Okay, my set. There you go. As there are 6 different elements in this set, it gave me the length as 6 itself. Okay, it had 6 unique elements, so it counted all of them. Let's say I have a set, my set over here. Let me copy and paste it right here. And let's say I have multiple, like 2 2s and 2 6s. Okay, let me find out the length of this. 6 again. Even though there are 8 elements, it is still counting 6 because set does not count duplicates. It does not allow. See, I created this set with duplicate elements inside it. Okay, but what if I try and print it? You see, it automatically removed all the elements. Okay, now this is the example of how set does not allow duplicates in it. Okay, let's try another set over here. Let's say I have apples, bananas. Those are strings, so that's why I'm keeping them in the quotes. I put apples again, okay, and now I have pineapples. Okay, now let's try printing this particular set, and let's also try to find out the length of this. You see, we have 4 individual elements that I tried to put in there, but it removed the duplicate apple. When we tried to print it, you can see it only printed one of them. Set does not allow duplicates. It's very important that you remember that. Okay, for example, I have a list. Okay, I have a list. Let's say 1 2 3 3 4 5 6 7 7. This is my list. I try to typecast it into a set. How will I do that? I will do it set And what am I trying to convert? Which list? List 1 is the one that I'm trying to convert into a set. You can see it's green in color. I'm typecasting it. And come on. Let's try to print our new set over here. See, in the list we had duplicate 7s and duplicate 3s. But when I converted it into a set over here, when I typecasted this list into a set, it removed all the duplicate items on its own automatically. All right. Now, let's say, now let me try, let's start with the methods. The first one that we will be working on is add method. Okay, it's basically used to add a single element to a set. Okay, let's say I have a set, okay, which is 1, 2, 3. This is my set, very simple one. But now I want to add an element to it. So what I will do is I will start with the variable name that I've assigned to that particular set 1 in this scenario, dot add method. In brackets, I will mention what I want to add in our existing set. Let's say I want to add 4, or let's say I want to add 5. Okay, now I will have this printed. There you go. You can see our original set had 1, 2, and 3, but once I used the add method, it added 5 at the very end. Now let's say that I want to add set 1 dot add. I want to add another 2 to it. Okay, let's say, see, it already has a 2 over here, but I want to add one more 2 to it. And then I try to print it. It still has 1, 2. Set does not allow duplicates. It does nothing in this particular scenario. Okay. Now let's say I have this particular set which has only integers in it, 1, 2, 3, and 5. What if I wanted to add a string to it? Let's say I wanted to add apples. Let's try printing it. There you go. So this means that set allows different types of data types in a single set. Mixed data types are allowed in it. Okay, so there shouldn't be a problem. Now let's try using another one, which is clear method. See, a few of these you would it would seem as if we've already done those with the list. But there's slight differences. Once you practice these often, once you practice list data structures and the methods which come along with it, and sets, and some methods which might seem similar but are not really. Once you practice them enough, you will understand the differences, the slight differences in them. Okay, so this one, clear method, removes all elements from a set, nothing to it. So I will do set 1 dot clear. Okay, I don't need to mention anything inside it. Now let's try printing our existing set. It's empty. It's telling me it's a set, but it's an empty set. There's no value to it. There is nothing left in it. Okay, let's okay, the next one is pop. We already covered this with list data structure. Okay, with list, pop automatically removes the last element from a list. Or if you mention the index value of an element inside these brackets for pop method, it will remove that particular element from a list. Let's try it over here. Set 2 equal to, this is our set. Okay, let's try popping an item. Let's pop. And see, it removed the first one. Okay, it basically removes a random element from a set and returns it. Okay, I can also store a value, popped item over here. Let's say set2 dot pop, and now I will have popped and set2, all printed. See, first we used pop, it removed 1 from the set. Now we used pop method again and assigned the popped value to the variable. We had that printed, print popped, the variable name, it printed 2, and we are left with 3, 5, and apples in our given set over there. Now, let's work on our next method, which is remove. When we were working on, with remove method in lists, we will have to mention the element. In pop, we will mention the index value of an element we want to remove. And in remove method, we will mention the exact value of the element. For example, if I wanted to remove apples, that's exactly what I will be writing in the brackets over here. It actually kind of works the same way with sets as well. So let's say this is my set. This is my set, okay? Now I wanted to remove apples from it, or let's say I wanted to remove number 5 from this particular set. So I will go about the variable name, remove, and what do I want to remove? I want to remove the integer 5 from it. Okay, now let's have that printed again. There you go. This is what we are left with. This was our initial set, and this is what we are left with now. Okay. Now let's try working on combining sets. Okay, which we will be using as update, which we will be using update method for. All right. Let's say I have a set. I have a set 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now I have another set which is 3, 4, and 5. All right, and I want to combine these two. Okay, so what I will do is I will put the variable first, wherever I want, with the variable in which I want to add the second set to, I will mention that first. So it is set1 dot update, and what do I want to update in set1? It is set2. Okay, now let's have this printed. Set1. There you go. See, we had 3 over here, we had a 3 over here, but when we updated it, it only put 1 of them in there. That's about it. Elements which are duplicates, their duplicate copies are basically ignored. That's about it. Now, we in our last video, I had a few questions, for all of us to work on and practice at home. Which were these, like create a list of minimum 15 characters, alphabet, and another one, 15 elements with integers, numeric values inside it. Okay, so I had to create 2 lists with integers and alphabets, letters of an alphabet. Here we are, 15 characters in each. Now I have to sort them. Okay, so how will I go about doing it? In ascending order. Let's do them in ascending order first. So I will have this printed. Okay, where? All right, it is alpha. Okay, hold on. Alpha dot sort. Brackets. Then I want to print numeric. That's our name of the list. Numeric dot sort brackets. And let's have the original printed as well. Let's try that. There we go. There we go. I basically created a mistake. I typed print over there first. All right, so it took an effect. You can see when I use the sort method for alpha and numeric, both the lists. Over here, the output, it's all sorted one by one. This is all in ascending order, however. Now we have to do it in descending order. Let me try and open another cell over here to do it. Okay, so we will kind of use the same thing. Okay, I will do this exactly. All right, but in the brackets, I'm going to type reverse equal to true. All right, this is how you go about printing a list in a descending order. Okay, there you go. See, completely ulta, opposite. This was ascending, now this is descending. You can see by a numeric, it starts with 12, the biggest number, and then goes up till 1, the smallest number in the list. Now it is also asking us, the question was also that we use sorted function instead of sort method. So I'm going to open another cell over here. Let's work on that over there. I will have this printed, sorted. What do I want to sort over here? Let's start with ascending order, alpha. Okay, now then again descending order. Ascending order, but with numeric. There you go. It works. Okay. Now, if I wanted to do this all in descending order, I will just put a comma over here, reverse equal to true, reverse equal to true. There you go. Works like a charm. All right, so next part of the question is basically to create a list and remove duplicates from the list. See, we already have a couple of lists that we were working on, so I'm not going to create a new one over here. I'm going to work with the existing list with letters in it, which is alpha. So what I've done over here is I've created a new variable, okay? See, in Python, brackets open first. So first of all, this will open up. What I've done is I've converted the existing list into set, okay, and then I'm converting it all over again into a list. So alpha was a list, okay. I am converting it into a set. I'm typecasting it into a set data structure, and then I'm typecasting it into a list again, okay, and assigning the entire value to alpha1 as a new variable. So what will happen is it will remove all the duplicates which were there in alpha in the original list. Like we can see over here, multiple A's, okay, multiple B's, C's, D's, right over there, you can see that. So it will remove all those duplicate items and then convert it all over again into a list. Okay, now we have to sort it in a descending order, not in ascending, a descending order. It's very simple. We have already covered it just a couple of minutes ago. Dot sort reverse equal to true. Okay, and then we have to return the final list, basically meaning to print it. There we go. See, all the duplicates have been removed. It is still a list because it's asking for a final list. Okay, it is still a list data structure. All the duplicates have been removed and it is in descending order. It starts with F and goes up to A. Okay. Now let's get started with a few practice questions for you to work on at your end. And I will cover the answers of those in my next video. The first one is to create a set and use the add method. If you hear my snoring in the background, it's not me, it's one of my dogs. Sorry, I don't know if you can actually hear that. All right, so create a set and use add method to add elements. That's about it. The next question is to create a set and use clear method to empty it. Okay. Now, next one is create a set and use pop method. See what happens. Okay. See what happens when you add pop, when you apply pop method to a set. See which element, does it remove. Okay. Now create a set, remove a specific element using, well, remove method. We've already covered it, shouldn't be very hard. And remember, in pop, you need not mention anything. It will remove random elements. No index value or no, exact element is needed to be mentioned in it. In remove, you need to mention the element you want to remove, not the index value for it. Okay. Now, the next question is create two sets and use update method to merge. Oh, sorry, merge them. Okay, and try putting duplicate items in it. Okay, try doing that. For example, like we did over here, and this was our first set, this was our second. So basically, after updating, there should have been two threes inside that set, but set doesn't allow duplicate items. Just so you remember it for future, for practice as well. Okay. Now, in the next video, we will go deeper into advanced set methods, including union, intersection, and difference, amongst others, and how to leverage them to handle complex data. Right now, we're working on very tiny little sets, but usually you will be working on massive data. So those methods will come in very handy for you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss it. And drop a comment below with your answers to practice questions, and in case you have any questions, and I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. Now let's keep learning together. Bye bye.